This is lesson 38, number 4. Hortense had a problem. She needed 20 liters of a solution that was 78% alcohol. I already see that I think this is a poured in, dumped in problem. So I'm going to say poured in number plus dumped in number is going to equal the total number, which is going to be what you poured in plus what you dumped in. She needs to end up with 20 liters of a solution that's 78% alcohol. So I'm going to just go like this. The poured in plus what she dumped in is going to end up being adding up to 20. And that's the percent alcohol right there. Okay, she had one solution that was 90% alcohol. And she had another that was 75% alcohol. How many liters of each solution should she use? Now this one's a little interesting because you guys are used to not having to use two equations. But you see now that we have two unknowns and only one equation. So I think all we got to do to fix that problem is just write another equation. Here's another equation. However much she poured in plus however much she dumped in equals 20. There we go. And then we can just take this one and solve it for P sub n and plug that in. Okay? So now it's a little system of equations. So if you end up and you're short an equation, like you don't have enough equations, you can just, this is my value equation up here, and this is my quantity equation. You can just kind of, usually a lot of these problems, they just had a value equation. But this one we're going to use both. So I'm going to say that P sub n is equal to 20 minus D sub n. Okay, and then I'm going to plug stuff in, and I'm going to get out my calculator and find out what 0.78 times 20 is. So 0.78, so that's 15.6 up there. Okay, so I'm going to say 0.9 times, I'm going to, instead of P sub n, I'm going to go 20 minus D sub n plus 0.75 D sub n. See, now I got one equation and one unknown, so that's good. And then I said 0.78 times 20, I got this, 15.6. Okay, we'll just do this. So 9 times 2 is 18. That 0 and that 0 can move this over, and I think I'm just going to get 18 right here. Plus 0.75 D sub n equals 15.6. I'm going to subtract the 18 on both sides. Might as well just use my calculator. Negative 2.4. Okay, this and this, when you add them up, it's going to give you a negative 0.15. I did on the calculator. And then what? And then we divide both sides. And we have D sub n is equal to, I don't know, let's see, 2.4 divided by 0.15. That's 16. So we remember that what they poured in plus what they dumped in was equal to 20. So that means that they must have poured in 4. Now I forgot what the question asked, so now I'm going to go back and look at the question and see. It was number 4. How many liters of each solution? Now I called the 90% solution, I called that P sub n. So were they liters? Let's see. you should answer it, you know, answer the question they ask. So that P-sub-in, I can tell P-sub-in was the 90% stuff because my P-sub-in has a 9 on it, and so that would be 75% solution. So you can just kind of, that can be your answer right there.